guys, thanks for stopping by. So, seriously, I feel like this month has been a little crazy. Crazy in the sense where I think a lot energetically, and just even physically, a lot has been going on. So I think it's a good way to be able to seek messages in the cartouche, so that way we can get a sense of what's going on. That's my cat, Doo-Doo. I'm gonna move her over here. It's really good to have a cat in an Egyptian reading, so at least it's a good omen for you. Today I'm going to do the reading for Cancer. Alright, I'm going to channel the energies of Cancer. Okay, I got 3. Beautiful. Okay. 2. So the talisman that I have for today's reading is Gabriel the Archangel. Now, Gabriel is the angel that... Yeah, it's Gabriel. Is it Gabriel? Actually, I think it might be Michael. The Archangel, the one that is seen fighting the forces of evil, as you can see, he's driving his spear into that little devil right there. Anyway, I got this cool keychain from Egypt, so it's a Gnostic keychain. If you know about Gnostic Christianity, there's some really good reading there. Okay, so I'm going to do the cartouche card spread facing you, Cancer. I'll explain as we go along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is so interesting. So, usually I do the readings facing the viewer, but lately I've been getting this message facing me. So I'm just going to do the reading facing me, okay? So let me just go ahead and make sure that you guys are able to see the cards. Alright. Okay, so let's start off. Okay, the nature of the problem, situation, or question is air. Now, air is basically the biggest message that I get from air is like when things are not static, when we do not know what exactly is going on because there's so much change happening. Also, another thing about air, in ancient Mexican codexes, when we see people are talking in the illustrations, there's like little tufts of air hanging out, and that also represents communication. So in this case, the message that I'm getting here for Cancer for the situation is there is this sense of not understanding what exactly is going on in terms of the immediate future, and also there seems to be like a need for communication about something. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. We'll start to piece all the pieces of the puzzle together. And so the comment given we have is Isis. Cancers are such Isis people. Doo-doo! I'm gonna throw the pillow at her. Sorry, Doo-doo. I don't know what you're doing over there. Anyway, Isis is the mother archetype. She's the nurturer. She's the one that is the giver of life. You can say that she's even, in a sense, an aspect of Mother Nature herself. So, in the comment given, this is really taking a look at how caring you can be. And so this isn't necessarily a warning, but it's kind of calling to your attention that it's understanding how caring you can be and how empathetic and compassionate you are, It's just understanding at this moment in time who's worthy of giving it to. And yes, Cancer, I think through your journey you have come to understand who are the people worthy to give your beautiful, watery, nurturing energy to, but also it's almost giving me a message of connection with your mother. There is like a pending situation with your mom that I'm kind of getting here, but it's also giving you the green light to go ahead with that, because it could turn out really, really well, and it can give a really nice closure for the both of you on certain things that have been left unsaid. So that's the comment given. And here, beautifully, we have in factors to be considered. All of this have been upright, by the way, facing me. That doesn't mean it's bad or good or less or more. It's just a certain message. And so the message that I get so far with all of these upright messages and having the twins. So if we were to think of the Western version of the twins, we think of Gemini, you know, or the masculine and feminine properties that we have within ourselves. The counterpart, you know, or like our partner. So in this case, in the advice, there seems to be a calling to balance these aspects within ourselves, the anima, the animus, if you don't know some of the readings of Carl Jung, but in this case, I'm getting it more of an external point too. Like there is a balance within oneself, but then I'm also getting the fact that in comment given, the relationships that you're surrounded by are so important right now at this moment in time. So it's saying good job if you've been keeping positive relationships around you, because that's one step forward in what you need to do. And so right now it's taking a call to make sure that you continue to surround yourself by these positive relationships of equal give and take, and that you continue to challenge yourself in these aspects, in these different kinds of human being that you can be. Because I know that we're not just one person. We can be many people in the face of other people. So in this case, it's almost like saying, good job, you've been staying true to you, and you've been able to support yourself with positive relationships. And it's saying, keep it going. All right, and in the advice, we have Crook and Flail. Crook and Flail is the prop of royalty. This is usually given to the pharaohs, to those who govern. And so in this case, this is also an understanding of the position of the pharaoh. The pharaoh wasn't just the king, didn't just tell the people what to do and how to do it, and wow, he, bathed in his pool of lotuses. No, the king also, or the pharaoh also had to have a balanced sense of self. He was also the spiritual leader of his people. Now, to go into it, the message that I'm getting here is that there has to be a balance between what you do and your ego. So Crook and Flail is talking about a leader who's able to balance these aspects of themselves, to have the discipline, to make sure that their ego is in check and that their actions coincide with their words. So in the advice here is to continue to check yourself. Yes, it's good that things are going well externally, but there has to continuously be a check within one, and it's acknowledging that you have been doing so far so good in that department, but to please continue in that, because even though, as I said, things are going well, there has to be continuous checks and balances within one. Beautiful, Cancer. And here in the conclusion is Uraeus. Uraeus is this beautiful patron goddess of the mountains, and when you think or go to a mountain, or when you think of a mountain or go to one, you come across this peace, this silence, And so this is the message here. This is the conclusion. So let me just recap. All right, so in the nature of the problem, situation, or question, understanding that things are kind of up in the air, and at the same time there is a need for communication in something. Acknowledging the compassionate and nurturing aspect of yourself and knowing who is worthy, and also being able to reach out to your mother or that motherly figure, and being able to work out some of the pending things, or bring up something. Right now this is also like a huge mother energy to me, calling out for more interaction with your mom. The external relationships that you have chosen have done you well, and it's just telling you to continue to challenge continue to challenge yourself internally and the kind of person that you are, challenging that definition that you choose to give yourself, and also just continuing to have those positive relationships. And here in the advice, yes, things are going good, but there has to be continued checks and balances within our ego, and it's just saying that having the discipline that you've been having is great, and that it's basically giving you a pat on the back. It's like, yeah, you're the pharaoh of your destiny right now, and you're going forward. And the beautiful conclusion that we have here in terms of your nature, the problem, situation, or question, about things being up in the air and wanting communication, the answer for that, leading into all of these inclinations, is Uraeus. So Uraeus, she is her message is silence, observing, sensing, hearing, putting together all of the pieces of information before you act. Like the snake that has to watch its prey before it strikes, it's like that. And there is a wisdom to that too. So she is also another form of karma. What goes around comes around. So it's really interesting how we get it here in the conclusion, because it's just telling you that things will reveal themselves sooner or later. But as long as you continue in the position to observe and then continuing to gather that information, you will then be given the chance to react or act. Beautiful, Cancer. All right. Well, I sincerely hope that some of the messages given in this reading was able to give you some insight into your situation. Anyway, I'm very happy that you have returned, if those of you are return watchers, or if you're new and you've made it thus far, thank you so much. I sincerely have faith that you'll be able to gather all the pieces of information to go forward in your endeavor. So with that being said, Cancer, oh yeah, I forgot to say, tomorrow is another Ethiopian holiday. They are celebrating the baptism of Jesus. So Melkam Timket. I hope that you're able to get any assistance in whatever you can and will receive. Thank you so much, Cancer. Have a good one. Until next time.